All right, welcome back. My name is Kirkland. I've been trading for 2 years. Um, I was sitting around thinking about my life and thinking about trading as I always do in my free time and what I want to do and how my own trading is going and all the things I wanted to accomplish and videos that I had planned on making, but I need to find time to make. I'm sitting there thinking about everything, right? In the past 2 years of trading, I have thankfully had the opportunity to essentially like look behind the curtains of somebody who has been trading for like 10 years, who has coached thousands of people. And I thankfully had the opportunity to like learn from that person, but also like work for that person and see the social media aspect of like what they were doing. And I got to kind of like look at that all the time. And I'm sitting here thinking, and I'm thinking about my own trading, and I'm thinking about all like the hundreds of people that I have seen on that person's like stuff, right? And all the stuff that people would give feedback on and questions and like like just stuff that they would say. And I just read all of it like all the time, and I would see just the things that people would say. Firstly, also, I would want to state first is that take everything I say in this video with a grain of salt. Take everything I say in every video with a grain of salt because not this again, dude. My camera's annoying. It's technical issues. But basically, take everything I say with a grain of salt. I am not guaranteed profitable. This is none of my videos are for to say like, hey, I know what the hell I'm doing. Listen to me and take everything I say like it's the holy grail. Like that is so not true. In fact, like you should look at everybody who's posting any kind of trading content or telling you anything. You should look at all of it with some skepticism because the truth is 95% of people are not profitable trading. And I know it looks like it online. Like if you look on Instagram or YouTube and there's a bunch of gurus and people like showing you that they're making like 20K in a day or 20K in a month, it's like most of those people are freaking lying. So like you feel like you're missing out, but I promise you you're not. Okay. Trading is freaking hard. It's very hard. It's easy to it's like easy, but it's hard. But anyways, the point is take everything I say with a grain of salt. I do not have this down to a T. I'm experimenting with a $200 live account to see like what I can really do if I can keep this account alive, right? But again, back to what I was saying after that or before that. But I'm thinking about everything that I have seen and the stuff that even a few people have said on like my YouTube channel, and I'm like thinking, from my last video, it's been a while, but I was asking the question of like, what is it that keeps people from being profitable? And I thought about that further. I'm like, man, that's a really good question. Like, what is it, right? But the thing that I have experienced personally with my own trading, with $200 account and a 20K account that I had at one time, and like $1,000 account that I started and grew to like 3,800 and lost all of it. And I'm thinking about all that. I'm saying thinking a lot. I've been doing a lot of thinking. But it's interesting how I don't even know how to explain this. There's so much to like digest, and all of this that I'm about to say ties into like so many different things. And it all like plays together in a weird way. It all puzzles together. And I'm not trying to like make this super philosophical and like psychology focused, but the point of like, I don't know, a lot of trading to me is just it's psychology. It's all like mental, like what principles do you have down? And I'm trying not to sound woohoo, but I just enjoy videos like this. That's why I like tend to make more videos like this rather than like look at my profits and look at my like, well, profits, right? I've been kind of struggling, but I don't really like to post things like that. I like to just talk about the psychology of trading, and I feel like most people can really resonate with that instead of like, look at my $100,000 account and I made 40,000 today. It's like I cannot resonate with that. I want to be there, but I can't yet, right? But the thing is like the thing that I noticed with all the people that I've seen with that trading like person, right, and all their stuff and people that have been commenting on their things and like all the statements and stuff that they have said, and even with my own trading, there's a couple things that I notice are like big obstacles, but I think one that really just starts the fire of everything is, it's a lot simpler when I say it, but when I think about it and I ask the question, like, but what does that look like? Then I start to get more in depth and more curious. I'm like, how does it really work though? So it's just the simple idea of like, you hear people say, do not be emotional trading. Like, if you are an emotional trader, you're not going to succeed. You'll have one loss and then you'll just tumble down the hill, and then you'll end up being a statistic of trading that 95% of people fail. Like, only 1 to 2% of people make profit long term, and 5%, 3%, whatever, 4% make money or like are break even, right? We've all heard that with trading. But it's the same thing when people say, do not be an emotional trader. I'm like, okay, that it makes sense, right, on surface. When you take a loss, don't beat yourself up about it. When you have a win, don't get too joyful about it, because a loss is right around the corner. And when you take a loss, don't be too upset because a win is right around the corner, kind of thing going on. Sorry, I did not mean to hit the mic. But it's like, okay, don't be an emotional trader. But what does that look like? Because I notice for myself, I'm not speaking for everyone if you're watching this, when I hear that, I'm like, okay, but what does that look like? And so for my own trading, when I had the $200 account, I grew it to $800, and I told you that I lost like $600 really, because the account's at like $200. And I lost $600 instead of really $500. But what happened, right? I got emotional. If you watched the past video, you would know like the reasoning for why I lost my account was basically I got emotional. That's why I want to target this one, because I feel like it's just the one that just ignites the fire of a lot of problems. I think it's like one of the 5 boulders. I don't know if there's really 5, but there's many boulders as to why many people continue to lose. I'm just trying to challenge that, and I'm trying to really learn from the losses that we seem to take as traders and like why they happen, so that we can prevent them from happening again. But the thing I've noticed is just when a loss happens, I get emotional. When a win happens, I get emotional. It's not as much now. I mean, like, it happens, right? I'm not like an exception to emotional trading. I'm human. I'm gonna have emotions, and I'm gonna get frustrated when I lose a trade. I'm gonna get frustrated if there's traffic outside. I'm gonna get frustrated if I walk outside and a bird shits on my head. Like, I'm going to get emotional. I'm going to get upset. I'm going to get happy, right? You can't help it. But when it comes to trading, it's like, what does it actually look like in action to not be an emotional trader? I keep saying this over and over. I keep circling, but I'm really just trying to ask the question so it just makes sense. Like, you know what, Kirk, you're right. Like, what does that look like? What does that actually look like? Because when I'm trying to figure out how to even say all this, okay, let's just digest my own trading for a second. That's the easiest place for me to start. Is I take a loss, I'm frustrated, which happened in the last video, and I just kept switching bias because I wanted to be right, and I hated being wrong. And the reason why I'm doing that, if you really just peel back the onion, it's just that I'm putting so much pressure on the money that I'm trading with because I'm looking at it in a way that I want it to save me. I feel like that's what happens, at least for me. Maybe it's not the same for everybody. But what I think it is like everybody, I think, I'm probably wrong, please challenge me in the comments, but I think a lot of people look at trading as a way to save them. But I mean, who doesn't, right? You kind of, if you start a business, you're kind of like expecting things to go right rather than wrong. And you're kind of looking at things as like, I don't know if this is going to make sense. Imagine you want to start an ice cream shop. And when you are thinking about starting an ice cream shop, you're thinking about like how good it'll be when that thing is finally up and running. People are coming in and out of that place. It's the middle of summer. It's a hot day. People look forward to your ice cream. That just seems fun to you because then when that is happening, you know that you are at a point in life where like you're like quote unquote happy. And the only way to get to that point is through the ice cream shop. And when things don't really go right with the ice cream shop, you get super upset, which makes sense. When things go right and people are coming in and out of that place and you're making money, it feels really good. But it's because like you are kind of expecting the ice cream shop to save you. Sorry for the camera thing. But take away the ice cream shop and just replace it with trading. Something that's like really risky. Starting an ice cream shop is still risky, but like trading is just nothing but risk. And so when I'm looking at my own account, right? Like, to be honest, I looked at the $200 account as something that would save me. I'm like, if I can do 200,000, I wish, $200 to $1,000 a couple times a month, I'm saved. I can quit a job maybe and still keep one and still work full time, and just work on that or whatever, right? Or like, man, if I hit $1,000 a couple times, like, people who watch my YouTube videos will finally be like, yeah, Kirk knows what he's talking about. Like, let's go watch his stuff. But I'm like looking at this amount of money as it's supposed to save me. I'm looking at $200 like it's supposed to save me. That's ridiculous. Because the whole point, like I've even said from the beginning, is this $200 account is just to prove a point that I can trade and to keep money in my account and not die. But it's just the aspect of when you think about your money, the money that you're trading with, and you're looking at it as a way like, I'm expecting this to save me. And when you lose a couple of trades in a row, who wouldn't like tumbleweed down the hill and just lose it? When you care that much about something, of course it's going to make you upset. Like, but when that happens, everything just, you just like brush everything off your desk and you're like, I lost 4 trades in a row. Like, I don't care about this account anymore. This is BS. I don't care about this anymore. Like, you start getting angry, which makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. So with all that being said, it's like, okay, what are we supposed to do with that information? We look at our trading amount, whether it's $200 like I have. Maybe you're watching this and you have like $1,000 in your account, or you have like $5,000 in your account. You kind of are looking at it in a way that's like, I'm trying to make some money from this. This is something that will like help me get to a better place. And it's like, how do you just not be emotional? How do you not care? It's kind of hard to do. We're humans. It's just going to happen. But it's not that you don't have emotion at all. It's just you handle it in a different way. So here goes another one of my ridiculous analogies. Imagine you go to a coffee shop and you get like for me, I go to Starbucks and I get a vanilla sweet cream cold brew. It's fire. Imagine like I'm walking out of the shop and I'm enjoying my day and I'm about to take the first sip of my vanilla sweet cream cold brew, and then this guy just looks at me and says like, hey, you're drinking a vanilla sweet cream cold brew? Yeah, those taste like ass. And imagine I just get angry and I just like look at him and I just throw my my cup at his face and I can just start punching him in the face because I'm so angry that happened. It's like, it makes sense if you really care about some vanilla sweet cream cold brew. It's so hard to say quickly. But imagine I really care about it that much, where I just pummel this guy's face. It makes me that mad. It's like, okay, looking after, I probably shouldn't do that when somebody tells me that my coffee flavor that I like sucks. But also, it's like, okay, what do we do in that situation then, okay? So imagine the next day comes across, and I go into Starbucks, and I get my vanilla sweet cream cold brew, and I'm walking out of the door, and that same guy comes up to me as I'm about to take my first sip, and he's like, you're drinking that again? Like, bro, I told you yesterday that sucks. And I'm frustrated. But instead of just throwing my drink at his face and I just punch him in the mouth, I'm just like, you know what? You're right. And I just turn away and I just start walking away from him. And I'm like, whatever. I'll enjoy my coffee. And then, like, as I'm walking away, he's like, yeah, walk away because you know it sucks. I'm just like, okay, all right, you got me yesterday, but you're not getting me today, okay? I'm a new man. I'm a new person. I'm just going to continue doing whatever it is I'm doing, and I'm going to enjoy my coffee. And it's a silly analogy, but it's like, take the coffee away and just replace it with trading. It's like, that's kind of like the same thing. When you have a losing trade, maybe you have like 5 losing trades in a row, who wouldn't be upset at that? Like, I feel you. It's like, I'm not meant for this trading thing then. If I'm losing 5 trades in a row, but again, this is where things get kind of like complicated and it fits in like a puzzle because losing streaks are going to happen. Winning streaks are also going to happen. You can't escape either one of them. It's just part of the game. It's kind of like when you get coffee, it's part of the game. Somebody's going to walk across and be like, you got a vanilla sweet cream cold brew? Well, actually what you need is a shaken espresso with vanilla sweet cream on the top. Whatever. I don't know. Or like, you should get a cortado instead. Those are better. Just somebody's going to come like that across me in life or you or whatever the case. It might not even be coffee. The point is like it's going to happen at some point. So like action-wise, what do we do to get across this? It's like, okay, I place a trade. I buy at support. I sell at resistance on the daily time frame. That's all I do. And let's say the trade doesn't work out and I buy at support and it just crashes through the zone and it's like doesn't respect it anymore. It's like there was no zone in the first place. Now I could get angry or I could just be like, okay, that trade lost. Whatever. I'll set my alert at an area that I think price is going to, I don't know, get to again and it might bounce or reject and I'll wait for that opportunity. Instead of just being like, oh, okay, it went down, I'm going to go ahead and just sell right here then since it broke through because then I can put my stop loss above that zone since I thought it was a zone before, then I can sell and then it's going to be going down. And then that's when you basically create what happened in the last video where you just keep switching bias and you get frustrated and you enter heavier and then it just creates a mess. So instead of that, we just handle it differently. We're like, okay, that trade lost, whatever. We wait for the next trade. We set an alert. And it gets, let's say it gets to a resistance zone and my alert goes off. I'm at work. And I'm like, okay, perfect. Or you're at work and you're like, perfect. I've been waiting for this trade. My last trade lost. This is where it's like I'm sticking to my principles here. And I'm just going to, enter that trade once it hits the resistance zone. And imagine you get to that trade and that one fails too. And then you still have the option like, all right, should I be pissed off that I lost 2 trades in a row now? Or should I just be like, okay, that trade lost too. Let's say I cut it at like a 50 loss, like 50% of the stop loss. So I only lost $50. Whatever. Who cares? All right. I'll wait for the next trade. I'll set my alerts and be a good boy and wait for it and be patient, right? Not be emotional. It's like that is just what it looks like. And I know that this is probably already understood to most people, but when it happens in the field and you're actually looking at your whatever you're using, like your computer or your phone, like I am, MetaTrader, it's different when you're actually placing the trade and it happens and it's your money and you're looking at it and you're feeling everything that happens when you lose a trade or when you win a trade. It's hard. It's easy to like talk about and it's easy to say like, oh, I'll just wait. But when it happens, I don't know, man. It takes everything out the window. Like you think you have it all down and the next thing you know, like everything that you thought and knew and have been practicing just go out the window. That happened to me in the last video. This is why I lost $600. I got pissed off. My emotions got the best of me. And I just threw my trading approach away. And I was like, I'm just going to do whatever the hell I want to do. I'm going to make back my money. And everything just burned from there. I literally burned $600, $500, $600, whatever. But that's why I like to talk about these things is because don't be an emotional trader. And it's like, okay, it makes sense, but what does it actually look like? What are actionable steps to not be an emotional trader? You're going to feel emotion. You're going to go through You're going to go through losing streaks. You're going to go through winning streaks. It's going to happen. That person's going to come across you and be like, your coffee sucks, and it's whatever. But what do we actually do? What's the plan? What's like the actionable step? It's just take the loss, take it on the chin. It happens. Move on. Set an alert. Wait patiently. And just enter trades that make sense to you. Because then you start thinking like everything looks like an opportunity. And next thing you know, you look at your terminal and you're in like 40 trades. And it's like, are all these really valid trades? That's still emotional trading because you're basically, at least for me, right? I'm entered in like 20 trades. I'm in like 5 AUD pairs. I'm in like 6 USD pairs. And it's just like, okay, not all these can be like perfect opportunities? Are these really setups, or am I really just trying to constantly be in the market so I can feel like I'm being productive and I'm going to make my money? It's just weird how all this plays. It's so weird, and it's like hard to understand. So I love videos like this, and that's why I want to make videos like these instead of like just profits and stuff like that. Like every now and then, I mean, I'll show a trade that I've done and how it works out or how it doesn't work out, which that's still fun. But it's just the these kinds of videos, I feel just, I don't know. I love them, so I want to make them. I think it's important. People throw out all these statements and like things to like lessons to learn, and it's like, but break it down for me, because I'm the kind of, maybe I'm stupid, but I need things to be broken down, and so I can really understand deeply. When something happens, I want to process it and learn from it and say like, okay, I understand. I know what that thing looks like. I know what that thing feels like. I think I know what to do when that thing approaches me again. I think I know what to do when an idiot tells me that my coffee sucks. It's like kind of thing, right? So that's just all I don't know. I like these kinds of videos. So that's my 2 cents. Out of the 2 years of trading and seeing all the comments that this person that I was working for, all the stuff that people would say and all the problems that these people are saying that they have, it's like there's so many different problems that I could come in here and talk about, but one that I'm just like, you know what? This hit home for me because this happened in my last video that I explained about. But you look at your money as a way to save you, like it's going to take you to the promised land. And it's like, if you think about it like that, it's really going to crush you. And when one thing bad happens, which it's going to happen, you're so screwed. Like, it's happened to me, and it's like, oh my gosh. Like, I'm not a profitable trader. You should learn from me, but I will say, like, when you look at your money as a way as something to take you to the promised lands, you are done for. One bad thing will really just spoil the whole tree. One bad apple. In that sense, not generally, right? But you get the point. Anyways, I think I'm done talking. Hopefully this hit home for somebody. I love videos like this, and now I'm just rambling about the same thing over and over. But this was fun to make. This was very fun. Trading has been fun. I've been learning a lot. I think I'm about due for an update on the $200 account. To be honest, it's not looking too great, but we're working on it. You know, we're building it back up. I'm not looking at my money as a way to save me. I'm just trying to just prove a point and just be like, I can hold this money in my account. I cannot burn it. You know, we're at least break even. That's beautiful. I'll take that. But I'm about due for one, so that will be coming out soon. I have like 10 videos that I've already listed out that I'm going to make. I just need to find time. It's kind of hard. But yeah, man, this has been fun. So if you watch to the end of this, mwah, give me a kiss. I appreciate you. Hopefully these are somewhat like you can take from this. Just at least food for thought. I mean, like, think about it. Think about something that I said and just like, you know, like it makes sense. There was one guy in the last video that said something that I'm still thinking about. He said, if you're watching this, I love you, bro. But he said, like, when a hunter is hunting and it misses the opportunity, it doesn't just start spraying its arrows. It just waits for the next opportunity to hunt the deer, if it's hunting deer, or if it's hunting, I don't know, birds, whatever, something, right? But that is just, it's beautiful. I've never heard that before, but that was amazing. Like, that is the point of this YouTube channel. That's what the point of this whole channel is supposed to be. Like, I'm glad he said that, because now I'm like, bro, that is genius. Like, wow, I wish I heard that before. You're walking around with all this wisdom, and you just now sharing it with me, bro? Are you serious? Are you serious? So, yeah, again, thank y'all for watching. If you made it to this part, I love you, and I'll have a video coming out probably soon. So, thank you.